Shout out to the independent white women out there. One time for the independent Hispanic women and the independent Asian women. I sound stupid, don't I? You know why I sound stupid? Because nobody says that. You don't ever hear white women talk about independent white women. You don't ever hear that from any other group of people. But of course you hear it from one group of people. And you know who? Independent black women. Being independent, it's not good for you. We are not made to be independent. We are made to be codependent. But when you say that you're independent, then you're pretty much removing yourself from your natural protectors, which is black men. And many of you, you figure you want to go ahead and divest from black men and go into other cultures. Guess what? They're not going to put up with you. In fact, you're better off with black men. There are more black men that are willing to deal with you and your independent perspective, independent personality than any other group of people. Indian men ain't going to accept it. Chad and Todd and Scott, they definitely not going to accept it. Javier, he ain't down with that. But of course, yeah, Tyrone, all the Pookies, yeah, they'll accept you with that. So I think it's a foolish mentality that many black women have adopted, to think that we need to be independent. And I understand for many of y'all, you would say that independence is about being able to handle your business when all else fails, when you can't depend on a man. You see, I get it, but this independent mentality where you don't need a man, then you're gonna complain when men won't be there to protect you. It's foolish. It's ridiculous. We are not meant to be independent. We're meant to be codependent, and we need each other more than anything else. So for many of you who think that it's okay, independent black women, you don't hear that from any other culture, yet other cultures do not have the problems that we have. And a lot of the problems that we have is the fact that we can't stick together. We can't sit down and be patient with each other and listen to each other. We can't do that. Women are not listening to men, to black men especially, because she's independent. Why she have to listen to him for, right? So, and you do whatever you want to do. And this independent mentality, it separates more homes. It creates more divorces, right? Many children end up growing up without their fathers in their lives, barely there. And for the ones who grew up without fathers, that's pretty much 90% of the prison system. Or yeah, about 90% of the prison system are fatherless children. So that's what independency create. And why would you want to be able to do it by yourself? Why? Like, how could you accept that it is a good thing to want to do life by yourself? This is life. Everything about your life that you find exciting comes with another person being involved in it. We are not meant to be independent. You want to be independent, go find yourself some farm way out there where there's no one there. You build yourself a cabin and go hunting and learn how to live by yourself. That's real independency right there. That is true independency. So, but we carry this mentality, black women carry this mentality of independent black women as if that's a powerful thing. It tells the world that you're not protected, that nobody is going to be there for you. If you're independent, why would a man want to be there to protect you? You're too independent. Because you're making money, because you have good jobs. And that's great. But imagine how much easier it would be when you're together with someone. You have a family, you have that relationship, that bond with your job, with the money. Now you got an additional income. So independency, it creates more problems than solve anything else. And I get it, right? You know, as black people in this country, we have definitely gone through a lot with Jim Crow, with systemic racisms and its issues, which continues to carry on to this day. But we live in a time period where we're pretty much capable of controlling our own destiny. But with this independent mindset, why would we want to do anything for each other? Too independent. Why would we want to save each other, save families? I'm too independent. You know, this independent mentality, it just separates people from being able to understand what is important, which is family. What is important is codependency, right? That's what we're really here for, you know, to experience this wonderful thing we call life, all of the joys and the pains. So it's time to just change how we think. Stop accepting this idea of independent black women. You look at other cultures of women, they get whatever they want 10 times over than what black women want. And you hear none of them talking or screaming independent. Because they understand that their men is building this world for them. And they understand that they reap the benefits of it. So they understand that, yeah, you know, we work together. We're better together. I think it's a good trade-off where men and women can be together. I think that's an amazing trade-off. We benefit from one another. It's not about who's better, who's greater, who make the most money. And I know some of y'all have been hurt and you've pretty much dealt with pretty bad men. But at the same time, you ignored the good men. You saw the good men over there, you ignored them. You go into the bad men, you know, and they treat you wrong. And they never have anything you have to provide for them. So you know what? You become independent. The good guys who's actually, you know, would have give you a much better experience in life, but you know, he's not the tough guy. He doesn't represent the macho, you know, bad guy, right? That bad guy image that women tend to love. So, you know, that guy, he'll probably do whatever you need versus the bad guy. The bad guy got about 20 of you going after him. It's easy to be bad as a man when you got multiple women coming after you. Because women want what other women want. I understand the mentality given what black women have experienced, right? But when you carry that mentality of being independent, you're still telling yourself that you can do it all by yourself. I mean, ideally, anybody can do it all by themselves, but it's extremely difficult. It's extremely hard. You can, but it's better to do it with someone else, and to find the patience and the ability and will to be with someone else and do it together. Forgive each other, move forward, strengthen each other. Just your thoughts. Peace.